Hope you're well. Hope you're slow. Hope you're lazy. Hope you're cool. Hope you're craving. Today, I'll do a video in show and tell. Show flat. My physical collection, and then we're getting into my digital collection as well. I'll just get into the PlayStation and I'll show you my digital collection. I guess we'll start with my PS3 games. Let's fix this up. So starting off, we got my favorite of the whole lot is there a contender? Not really. This is my favorite. Metal Gear Solid 4. Talk about this game quite a lot on this channel. Very iconic video game. I think it broke. This might not be a great thing for some people, but it broke the Guinness World Record for longest cutscenes in the game. Very long cutscenes, but great game. If you're into the story, you'll be able to enjoy the cutscenes as well. I think the story is profound and might be prophetic, which is scary to think about. It's about war. It's about how war is going to evolve, and there's going to be all sorts of like nano machines they put in soldiers which regulate emotions, which make them like easier to control during battle, so you can regulate the emotions so that they don't feel fear or pain or anything like that. Well, pain is more of a physical sensation, but the nano machines also regulate pain as well. Well, pain can be emotional, but I was mostly talking about physical pain. But the nano machines regulate both types of pain, the physical and the emotional as well. Is this psychological thing? Is that thing? I don't know if that's the thing. But yeah, anyway. And how weapons are going to require to kind of sync with these nanomachines, so you can't use weapons unless you have these nanomachines in your system, and that'll control who gets to use guns. And it's a lot of things. Oh my god, there's this machine there's some loud machinery going off outside, so I wait it out. It might still go off, I don't know. But yeah, this is a very interesting game. I just love this commentary on war and the interests involved in war, and how corporations get involved, and how war is eventually going to be so commodified that it's no longer going to be nations fighting each other, but not directly at least, but it's just going to be nations fighting each other through private military corporations, which kind of really is the case right now, but it'll be more overt. Like, there'll just be a complete absence of national militaries, and private militaries will take up the space, because war will literally just be, I mean, it's already a business, but it'll be officially a business in the future, where it's just like a bunch of private organizations who pop up and like, we'll fight for you, don't have to fight, we'll fight. And the rules will just be so different. And this came out in 2008, and I think it's very much got some brilliant commentary on the war. Oh my gosh, this machine. I think I'm just gonna muscle through it. My bad if it's unpleasant to hear. This is Dragon Age Inquisition. I never played Dragon Age Inquisition. This is my brother got this game and played it, and I'm not really into like the RPG, this type of RPG. So I'm never really interested in it. I'd watch him play it and I'd be like, this is not for me. This is not for me. Dragon Age Inquisition. I heard good things about it, but my brother likes it a lot. Then you got Assassins. These are very dusty faces. Maybe I should wipe them down. These ones. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I did play it. I did finish it. Cannot remember the details, but so long ago, years ago. Still a child. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I played a lot of Assassin's Creed games. Eventually I was just like, okay, this is like FIFA now, just one every year. I just kind of eventually it's just like, okay. I remember Desmond, who was kind of like this alternate main character sort of, and how it was set up was that he was living in the modern era, but he descended from a line of assassins, so they were accessing his memory through his blood, through his DNA, I guess, and you'd be experiencing the stories of all these assassins that he's kind of descended from. And I guess Ezio Auditore was one of them. And yeah, there'll be segments where you go back to the prison world as Desmond to play out his story in the modern world, because like the past events were influencing the present events, and but yeah, you're hoping for a sick, like kind of cool resolution. And I guess what people were hoping for it was going to be like there's going to be Assassin's Creed from the past leading up to the present moment, and you're going to have a dedicated Assassin's Creed game set in the modern era. But we never got that. And they kind of wrapped up Desmond's story in such an underwhelming way too. What a ball drop. I think just Ubisoft just got greedy because they realized that they can just turn this into a super cash cow. They can just keep making these every year. Just a new Assassin's Creed, new Assassin's Creed, new Assassin's Creed. Oh my gosh, bro. Just shocking. What a... And yeah, this is the problem when you don't have a plan and you just get greedy. They should have had a plan. They should have had this is where we end and Assassin's Creed is basically done. And we don't really go beyond that. Or you could have wrapped up the story and then somehow finagle in these extra games. But you had to be smart about it. They were not smart about how they handled the situation. And now you have Assassin's Creed Shadows, which a lot of people don't like. People are looking forward to an Assassin's Creed game set in Japan, and they absolutely botched it, man. They ruined it all. Damn shame. Shadow of Mordor. Oh my god, the dust on this is crazy. I'm sorry, Shadow of Mordor, for treating me this way. You couldn't even see the details. Ooh, I need to move back. The dust is flying. Let me spray some more on it. Is that really? These are these, man. I don't know who started this whole open world wave. But we need more linear games. I'm tired of all this open world stuff. We need more games that just focus on a cool linear experience. But anyway, Shadow Mordor was sick. Great gameplay. Story was booty. Story was sweaty booty, but gameplay was sick. Worth playing for the gameplay. It was a lot of fun just playing the game. A friend had lent this to me. I had lent him The Last of Us on PS3. And he lost my Last of Us. I said, I'm keeping this then, bastard. And I feel like this is worth less than The Last of Us. So he really owes me 2 games. But I let it slide. It would be nice to own an original copy of The Last of Us. This guy lost it. Oh well, to be fair, I lost someone's copy of Skyrim, so I've done the same thing before. Someone had lent me Skyrim, but it wasn't my fault. Our house got robbed. Someone had come into our house and taken our stuff, so I felt bad, but at the same time, it's like, well, you want me to fight the thought? I wasn't even there when you came in. You want me to track him down? Be a detective? A shout out. Let me check these. There are manuals inside. Yeah, I should remember that. Remember when that was a thing? Well, never mind. Never mind. Look at this sad excuse right now. You know those games that used to come with actual booklet? This is 4 pages and it's just the illegal stuff. Then some of this nice little sheet with a code for some skins. Oh, containing 2 exclusive warband missions, epic rune rewards. So some extra missions and runes for the sword. I feel like with the booklets, you don't have to put controls and whatnot, but you can access all that from the game menu. But you could put some extra details, like some character bios or some art, some cool little short stories, just fill it up with some interesting stuff you would want to read or look at to enhance the physical experience of your buying this thing. Come on, guys. It's not as bad as Shadow's Mordor. I should hold on. Anyway, maybe more issues. Maybe back. Be back and better. No tissue. Wipe this down, get it nice and clean. Presentation. Okay, this is Red Dead Redemption 2 Game of the Year edition. I played it. I got a decent way through. Didn't finish it though. I'm not a big fan of Rockstar games, to be honest with you. I tried playing GTA San Andreas. I tried playing GTA 4. Tried playing Red Dead Redemption. Tried playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Didn't finish anyway. So it's not for me. Maybe one day I'll finish this and I'll finish number 2 as well. Maybe one day. This booklet feels thick, so let's see what's in it. Again, I feel like putting controls in these is redundant, because you can just access it in the game menu, but they have them anyway. I guess it's just nostalgic type thing. Booklet with controls in there. But let's see if they... See, I not get this. Look, it's cool art with some descriptions of the game. I don't know, Undead Nightmare with some DLC stuff. Let's read what that is. I don't know what it is. The world of Red Dead Redemption has been beset by an apocalyptic plague. The dead have arisen and wander the earth in search of fresh life to infect as great storms sweep across the land under a veil of darkness. Plants rot where they stand, and packs of undead animals roam amongst the undead. Fearful stories are told of mysterious, almost mythical beasts at large in the wilderness. Experience a supernatural twist to the narrative arc of the original story from Red Dead Redemption. John Marston is alone in the world. To save his family this time, he must find an antidote to the horrors that threaten the existence of humanity. Towns and settlements are under attack from hordes of undead, with small, isolated pockets of human survivors huddling together for protection. John must rescue survivors and try to turn the tide against the onslaught from beyond the grave, if there is to be any hope. Ammunition is at an absolute premium. As the undead plague takes over the land, there is no more game to shoot, and besides, every lost bullet needs to be saved to fight the undead that encroach among the lost bastions of human sanctuary. But what is the source of this hellish blanket of destruction, and how can it be reversed? Rumors abound among the cowering survivors, and John must choose who to believe. Trapped in a living nightmare, John must travel far and wide in search of an answer. Beautiful. Beautiful. You ain't gonna get this in the back of the car, bro. It's too long. These are things you put in the booklet. Yeah, I know I was just showing some gameplay stuff. I would have put like more art. I would have like put some like cool descriptions of things in the world, but like write it in an artful way, so that someone can like read and reread these things and they bring the book. But it's nice that they have like this cool concept art in the booklet. It's nice that they have cool concept art in the booklet. Rockstar's trying. Yeah, well, this is PS3 guy. I don't know if they're trying anymore. Then we got Assassin's Creed again. So when you wipe it down, you don't forget to wipe it down. And spray it. Okay. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, ladies and gentlemen. I never played this. What the? There's no disc. It might be in the PS3. It might be in the PS3. I tried to play it, I didn't get very far. That's a recurring theme with me. I'm very specific in terms of what I like, what really grabs me, and what I want to finish. So it's been a while since I played a game that really gets me. I'm very particular about that. It's very sad because I miss the days where I could just play a game and just be absorbed. I've experienced that with like Fortnite and Marvel Rivals a little bit. More so Fortnite, but I played Fortnite so much I kind of got sick of it. This is also a very thin booklet. So around the PSD era is when it started to just get very slim. So it looks like it's, yeah, it's the same thing with this. Some controls. And then some legal stuff. And, some contact details for technical support. And then an ad for Watch Dogs. Look at that. Remember Watch Dogs? The original? I remember there was so much hype for the original game, and then it came out and we were like, yeah. But I guess it made enough money for a sequel, and then the sequel came out, and people really liked the sequel. And then Watch Dogs Legion came out, and I think that was received relatively well. So shout out Obsessed and Play Black Flag. When I started writing my novel, I'm writing a pirate novel, if you don't know, I actually wanted to play Black Flag to get some inspiration. I was just like, hey, finish this. So now this moves on to the PS4. One of the PS4 titles. Ooh, this is one of my favorites. I adore this game. This is a great game. This is my cup of tea. Ah, Naughty Dog. If only they just play to their strengths. Oh well. Oh well. Because after this, they kind of just. I think the last game they made was Lost of Us Part 2, which we'll get to. But one of my favorite games ever. One of my favorite games ever. I really like this game. It's so fun. I like Nathan Drake as a character. I think he's so entertaining and funny and cool. And yeah. Great story, great gripping story, gripping characters. Chloe in this is so hot. She's one of the female characters. Yeah, it's a great game. Like, this is not even a booklet at this point. 3 or 4 just like up there and just give you a pamphlet. There's one sheet, no booklet. Sad. What is this up the back? The advertising, PlayStation Plus. Yeah. Shout out to Uncharted 4. You know, one of the criticisms people have for Uncharted is that the gameplay is so basic. You know, I never understood that. I'm like, I don't get that it's fun, which is the point, right? As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. And for me, the Uncharted gameplay just made so much sense. It was very, like simple controls, but intuitive and fun, and the gameplay was addictive, and simple shooting mechanics, but again, just fun and challenging. People made it sound like an easy game. I was dying a lot, you know, maybe I'm just trashing games. Is that the argument you want to make? Okay, I don't care. I was having fun. Is the point, and this is a fun series, man. Uncharted 1 to 4, very fun. I think there was like a PSP spin-off as well. Another Nathan Drake adventure on PSP, exclusive to PSP. And then I think those Lost Legacy. Lost Legacy focused on Chloe and Nadine. These two women from the story. It was cool. But really, the duo of Uncharted is Nathan and Sully as a duo undefeated. Lost Legacy is cool. Well, this I'm sure this is Lost of Us Part 2. Lost of Us Part 2. I got the second hand. I was very excited to buy this. I remember they wanted me to play it for so long. Someone spoiled this game for me, but I was very upset about it. Because I've waited so patiently to play this, to get a PS1 and finally play this. But before I could play it, someone spoiled it. The big detail for me. It's been out for a while. We can talk about it, right? Spoiler alert, if you don't know. But they kill Joe in a quite brutal fashion. People were very upset about that. I was more so in the camp of like, listen, I'm not against killing characters. Especially in the world that the Last of Us setting is very brutal and unforgiving. I just think it's about how you do it. And I'm not necessarily against him dying a brutal death. Again, it's just about how it's handled. I don't even know if I'm necessarily against how it was handled in this game. I was not nearly as emotional about it as everyone else was. My opinion on this game, The Lost of Us Part 2, I will say I finished it and I had fun. I'm a fan of Naughty Dog and their gameplay and their storytelling. So I played this, finished it. It was a gripping experience. I remember like watching other people play it online, and like, you watch these YouTube walkthroughs, and pretty much everyone, like all the walkthroughs I watched, everyone had the same experience as me, which was a really, really gripping game, and they finished it. I think a lot of the online stuff just got blown out of proportion. I think the internet kind of takes things to a whole other level and dimension, and you get a warped perspective on things. I don't think this is anywhere near as bad as people make it sound. I don't think it's bad. I think it's actually pretty good. People make it sound like the worst game ever made. I think that's not true. I do think that there was a whole bunch of agendas afoot, messages they were trying to push. I think there was a clear tilt towards more left-leaning politics, and considering the times we're in, you could just tell that they're really trying to push a lot of the woke stuff onto us with these stories, which, it does kind of muck up the legacy of the game, but at the same time, again, I had fun. I know that much. I cannot deny how I felt. I don't, like, back then I wasn't as cognizant of a lot of this stuff as I was back then. A lot of this stuff didn't bother me as much just because I didn't notice it. But I reached a point where this stuff just became so easy to notice, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. So I don't know if I haven't replayed it. Maybe I should replay it. It's such an intense game. It's very, like, deep. I just remember feeling very depressed after finishing this game. I was like, this is so sad, this story. So, that might keep me from replaying it for a little bit, but it's been years actually. I might get must be years. I don't know that I enjoyed it as much if I replayed it. We'll see. We'll see. But, I don't think it was that heavy-handed. Like, it did have the woke stuff, but it didn't stop me from enjoying it. But again, I wasn't as I wasn't as mindful of these things back then. So, how they say, ignorance is bliss, man. It makes it easy to enjoy certain things. But yeah, we've crossed that ship is set. I just don't see things the same anymore. I don't see things the same anymore. So Lost of Us Part 2, I would say enjoyable. I think most people, if you just go in knowing nothing, I think most people enjoy it. If you don't know about the controversy, if you don't know about any of this and that, you'll be aware of the old stuff, but you'll be like, you know what, they still did a good job. Is it as good as part 1? I always view it as just a continue. I don't view them as separate. It's kind of like, to me, it just felt like a continuation, and then part of it got a lot darker. But it felt kind of consistent in terms of a lot of the storytelling techniques being used, the style. But yeah, part 1 wasn't as woke, so I guess it might edge it out on that front. Like, you just don't encounter as much of the political stuff and whatnot. So yeah, I think just because of a lot of that messaging wasn't there, I think part one is a lot easier to enjoy for that reason. This is Spider-Man on PS1. I mean, what am I saying? I did play Spider-Man on PS1. Funny enough. But yeah, this is Spider-Man PS4. This is the only game I've ever platinumed on PlayStation. The only one. Oh my gosh, the sequel. We'll get into the sequel. We'll get into the sequel, but yeah, I platinumed this game. The story was okay. I'm not sure this was just floating around in it. This is just loose. By the way, it also was like 2 discs. You got the main, I think the main disc and the disc for installation. Let me show you. Also part 2. Yeah. Oh, also like, yeah. They don't even put controls on this. This is just like, what is this? Just a bunch of precautions, health warnings. So no controls. This one is just giving up. It's like, you know what? Fuck you. But yeah, playing disc, and I think this is the installation disc. So also like part 2. The story was okay for this. It's okay. But it was just so fun to play. And I enjoyed swinging around, using the different costumes. I used like the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire suit. That was so sick to play in. And yeah, I platinumed this game. The only game I ever platinumed. Probably. We'll see if there's another game I thought about that makes me want to platinum it, but I doubt it. We'll see. But this was fun, man. Yeah, continuing the trend of just pamphlets. PS Plus being advertised in the back. Sad. Cut the disc. It was fun. I remember when this was like, when there were trailers being released of this, I was so excited, bro. I was like, oh my gosh. This is crazy. They're making a Spider-Man game. I was so excited. And when I got it, I just went crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, when this came out, I just went crazy. The sequel, the gameplay was fun. The story was just so bad. It just ruined the whole experience for me. Honestly, the gameplay was sick. Don't get me wrong. The gameplay was actually like a great improvement. By the way, the DLC for the original one was just terrible DLC. Really put zero effort into the DLC. Oh my gosh. It's just have, because they had like DLC stories like Hammerhead, Catwoman, and things like Silver Sable or something. And my thing is, it would have been much better off just focusing on one of them and making that one as good as you can, even if it's short, than doing what they did with these 3 separate DLC stories, and they're just all terrible. Bad look. Just very forgettable DLC. It wasn't just forgettable, it was bad. And then Spider-Man 2 came on, the story was just, God, the story was trash. I was very upset. I was like, what is this? I was looking forward to playing this, and this is what I get. I spent a lot of money in this game, And I was also upset because it took so long for me to unlock the Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man suit. I think I unlocked it like halfway through the game. I was like, let me play with my favorite suit from the beginning. Like, why are you forcing me to play this? I was just upset. I think the first game was not good as well, so maybe, if I remember correctly, I can't remember. I just remember like unlocking it a lot earlier. I remember playing with the Tobey Maguire suit a lot earlier in the first game. I don't know if it's just me misremembering things, but I don't remember waiting that long to use my favorite suit. They made me work for it, and there are just certain things you have to do to survive. By the time I unlocked it, I was halfway through the game already, and I was just the game's almost done. And I was like, okay. I just had a sour experience on that game, and I was very upset. I think I don't know who was writing. We need to find that person. I was very upset, man. Spider-Man 2. I don't think I've ever been that disappointed in a game ever because I was looking forward to it so much. I really wanted to enjoy it, and it's just trash. Gran Turismo, this is fun. I played this for a while. I had a phase, I had a season where I was just playing Gran Turismo a lot. Cool cars and nice car collection. You get to drive different cars from around the world and drive them around tracks. There's this cool electronic music playlist that plays while you're driving. Fun game, man. Continuing the theme of just kind of this controls and then PlayStation Plus and being advertised and that. 2 discs, installation disc, then, well, then this is the installation disc, and this is probably the playing disc. Gran Turismo, I might get Gran Turismo 7, but it's still full price. When are they going to put it on PlayStation Plus? They're so greedy. Put it on PlayStation Plus and I'll get it, or like lower the price, because I think it's still full price. Let's actually check. Where's my phone? Let's actually check. PlayStation Store, YouTube notification. I got a YouTube notification. Let's check if someone's cussing me out. No. Someone liked one of my price check on it. Big games, big deals. Let me just check out that real quick. Big games, big deals. So FIFA being, how's that a big deal? Gosh, bro. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is still expensive as hell. It Takes Two purchase. Is it? I need to find a girl to play It Takes Two with. Well, that would take some time. I have to play in a relationship. I can't just play with some random girl. I'm waiting on that moment. I'm waiting to get that chance. We'll see, man. Yeah, nothing I'm interested in this sale that they're having here. So what were we looking for? Gran Turismo. Oh my gosh. It's so expensive. 1,370 rand. How much is that in dollars? So is it dollar to rand? Currency conversion, okay. So 1,370. $72. This thing is $72, guys. That's outrageous. When did this game come out? When did this thing come out, man? Like, when are we gonna drop the price? It's been out for so long, bro. Why did it show? Yeah, 2022. Oh my gosh, bro. It's so outrageous. So this game's been out for like, what, in 2025 now? It's been out for like 3 years at this point. And they're refusing to drop the price. They're refusing. Guys, fuck you. Pay up. Pay up. It's like no sales, no nothing. It's like, damn. No, cool, man. I want to play it, but it's too expensive. You just don't play it. Bayonetta and Vanquish. Bayonetta and Vanquish. This twin pack here. Both made by Platinum Games. Yes? Well, it says Sega here, but I'm sure Platinum Games was the actual developer. Yeah, you can see Platinum Games. Sega's just a publisher. I don't know why Sega's just put them on the cover, man. Put Platinum Games on the cover. But yeah, Bayonetta and Vanquish. Man. I tried to play Vanquish. I just got bored. Well, like, this story is... What is the story? I think we just play for the gameplay. Wait, now where's the disc? Because the disc for Black Flag is missing. No? Yes. Oh, yeah, okay. This is a PS4. That's a PS4. I was getting worried. Because like, you can't have two discs missing. I was worried. I was like, where's the disc? But Black Flag is in the PS3, which is its own console, and then this is in the PS4, which is its own console. Okay. So I tried playing Vanquish. Was not having fun. The story was just what was the story? And then Bayonetta was it was cool. Gameplay clearly like really well thought out. Very complicated gameplay. Many of us complicated, like very intricate. You can get by with basic controls, but like if you really want to go deep into the control scheme, there's a lot of depth. I was actually very surprised by that. But the story is like a bit all over the place for me. I'm like, I could apply a lot of brain power to understand, but like, it just felt needlessly like complicated. It felt convoluted for me. So I never got into it. Maybe one day. One of my dreams is finding a girl who's into games and she's nerdy and whatnot, and then we can play all the games I never finished together. I think playing with someone else will make it more fun because you know you can have banter back and forth, commenting on everything. Just make it a bit more palatable. When I'm playing by myself, I just get so bored. Unless the Uncharted 4 or Metal Gear Solid or Marvel Spider-Man, you know the story was trash. Well, the story wasn't trash. The story was okay. It was decent. It had cool moments. Everything else. Oh, Last of Us Part 2, maybe not. Last of Us Part 2 is very good, maybe not lie. Yeah. Oh, steel booklet, of course. Steel booklet. I mean, steel cover, steel case. Steel book, as they call it. I don't know why I call it a steel book. Not a booklet case. And then you got this joke of a booklet inside. A bunch of legal information and health information, whatnot. Bring back the game booklet, man. Bring it back. Put some art in there. You don't have to put controls and stuff. Just put some art, some concept art, some nice little written pieces that have some reread value. Many about this game, we got Ratchet and Clank for the PS4. It's just called Ratchet and Clank. This was boring as hell. I didn't even finish this. It was really boring. I did not finish this at all. I don't know what to tell you. It was okay. No, it was not. It was boring. And then they're not advertising the PS Plus, but Playlink. I don't know what Playlink is. Playlink for PS4 games. What is Playlink? They just show you games, but they don't tell you what Playlink is. Which, I mean, like, come on, guys. A party game all about you. Find out what you, your friends, and family really think about each other by taking on over 1,000 questions. Manic photo rounds and crazy drawing challenges. Like, some of this stuff actually sounds so fun. I feel like this is like a whole side of like the PlayStation era that I missed, which is very sad. Like the party games and stuff like that. I never got to experience that. One day. But yeah, those are my physical games. We can get into the digital ones real quick. I also got digital games on my PS3 that I won't be able to show you here because it doesn't show my PS3 games. let's say purchase. So I mean, I could include my PS Plus games that I downloaded as part of my PS Plus subscription, but I think I'll just go for the ones that I just purchased. Straight up purchased. So Shadow of War I purchased, Final Fantasy VII I purchased. I didn't purchase Death Stranding, but I did play it. So if you try Death Stranding, maybe I get to be that. Story is a bit complicated, confusing. Gameplay, not everyone's cup of tea. People call it a walking simulator. It does have action though. I feel like most of you will call it a walking simulator. I haven't actually given it enough of a chance. There's a lot to the gameplay. There's actually quite a bit to the gameplay. Metro Exodus, I paid for that. I did not finish it. Sifu. I actually liked Sifu. Sifu was actually a game that gripped me. Oh my gosh, Sifu gripped me. I remember just like being obsessed with seafood. Not being able to put the controller down because I was just so obsessed with finishing it. So shout out to you. Space Marine 2 paid a lot of money, did not finish it. Fortunately, Spider-Man 2 paid money for it, finished it, did not enjoy it. Should I just include the PS Plus games? Because there's some PS Plus games I want to talk about. So I've got Assassin's Creed Origins, I've not played it, but I did install it. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, started it, didn't get very far. Tekken 6, the port to PS5 is absolutely terrible. Jack and Dexter, Moonlighter, some indie game. I'm not gonna go through all the PS Plus games. Just gonna do that. Bloodborne, an interesting one. I can see why people like it. For me, I just didn't feel like it was worth the grind. I didn't feel like it was worth the grind. There's this game called Returnal, which is a PlayStation exclusive. It's okay. I didn't finish it. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I finished it, but I was very frustrated because it's also made by the people that made Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2. I think it's the same people. There were a lot of frustrations that I had with Spider-Man 2 that were also I actually played Rift Apart before I played Spider-Man 2, and the frustrations I had with Rift Apart made their manifest in Spider-Man 2 as well. I don't want points in there. Like Rift Apart, I thought you spent most of the game playing as this other character. What's her name? Rivet? Which is very upsetting for me because I wanted to play as Ratchet, but there's so many moments. It kind of felt like most of the game. It might have been 50-50, I don't know. But it really felt like most of the game I was playing as Rivet, which felt very deceptive because it's called Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. But they're making you play as a character that's not Ratchet. It's very upsetting for me. I was like, if you're going to make me play as Rivet once again, then call it Rivet. And there's this other character that's going to be like the opposite version of Clank. It just felt very deceptive. I was not a fan of those tactics. Shadow of the Colossus. I actually was enjoying the game. I didn't finish it, but I should. I think I will. Days Gone, I finished it. It was okay. I forced myself to finish Days Gone. I got the Mass Effect remastered trilogy here. I played Mass Effect on the PS3. I actually have it on my PS3, but digital. I don't own a physical version of Mass Effect, the trilogy, but I have it on my PS3 digitally. Spider-Man, Miles Morales. It's okay. That was another thing that frustrated me about Spider-Man 2. They made you play as Miles Morales a lot, which I was just like, I want to play as Peter Parker, the Spider-Man. I'm not a fan of this idea that Spider-Man is anyone, that anyone can be Spider-Man. Like, no, Peter Parker is Spider-Man. This thing of anyone can just put on the suit and become Spider-Man is so... I think Miles Morales was invented in 2015. So we've had Peter Parker for decades, and then they switch it up and say, like, no, anyone's Spider-Man. I was like, no, what are y'all doing? So it was actually quite upsetting to me. I wanted to play as Peter, not Miles. It's just this idea of calling it Spider-Man and you're just playing as all these different characters. Because you also play as Mary Jane a lot, which I was not a fan of. Mary Jane is not... I don't want to play as Spider-Man's girlfriend. Guardians of the Galaxy. Y'all remember this when this came out? There's a Guardians of the Galaxy game. It was okay. I can't remember if I finished it or not. I think I got pretty far, but I don't think I finished it, which is crazy. Might as well, man. Ghost of Tsushima. I like Ghost of Tsushima. It was cool. Finished it. Did not finish the DLC. Maybe one day. Hogwarts Legacy. Paid a lot of money for Hogwarts Legacy. Did not finish it. Fortnite. Very addictive. God of War. I liked God of War on PS4, I would say. God of War Ragnarok was also sick. I finished it. Did not finish the side missions and anything like that. Jedi Fallen Order. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Finished it. It's okay. Batman Arkham Knight. Sick. I have Arkham Asylum, I have Arkham Origins, and I have Arkham City on my PS3. Arkham Knights, my PS4. Horizon Zero Dawn, I finished that. It was okay. I don't know, I'm gonna play the sequel, because the Forbidden West, which is the sequel. This game, I forgot what this game is called. What's this game called? Unravel 2. I played this with a girl in 2021. Memories. She'd come over to when I was living alone, she'd come over to my place and we'd play Unravel 2 together. Dragon Ball Fighters. Pretty good. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection. I definitely played. No, the Uncharted, the Nathan Drake Collection. I played that. And that was fun. Uncharted was just sick. I played Uncharted on PS3 originally and I enjoyed that, and then I played it again on PS4. Or PS5. Or PS4. I don't remember. No, definitely on PS4, what am I saying? Definitely on PS4. And then Control, I did not finish it. Crash Team Racing, Nitro, another game. I played with that girl. She'd come over to play Crash Team Racing. Naruto Shippuden Ninja Storm, Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Played that, finished that. With The Witcher Wild Hunt, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, did not finish. Most people have not finished The Witcher 3, to be honest. That's a fact. But yeah, that's my game collection. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble about that 52 minutes is wild. Let me know what you think in the comments. I like to pray that I'm going to listen to the because the original watches are not going to make them whole and making God and apply towards peace, prosperity, purpose. Thank you for blessing this person for watching my life, Thank you for maintaining the ones who are there to do the same thing. Thank you for blessing this person with love and marriage and sustain a love and marriage, making sure they're happy. Thank you for blessing this person with a spirit of gratitude so they can give thanks for the wonderful things in their life, and they give thanks and find peace, contentment, and attract even more blessings. Let your presence be felt in this person's life, so that your God, that your will, that your love, that yours be there for them, good help, all my happiness over this person, everyone that care about you, and I pray in Jesus' name. Amen, amen.